Okay guys, so today's video is going to be this look here, Scarecrow lady. And I found this on Pinterest and I thought it'd be really cool to try to recreate. So this is my first time recreating it. I didn't practice before I did it. So yeah, I will list the products that I use in this video down below in the description box. And I hope you enjoy this video and I hope it, it helps and maybe some of y'all will be a scarecrow for Halloween. But anyway, yeah, it's very simple. Only use I think I used 3 palettes, although you don't have to use 3. And it's, very simple. I think everybody, if you have very colorful palettes, you'll have an orange that you could use for this look. If you have a black paint pot like liner, you'll be able to do this. If you have a pen, I had a little bit of trouble with the pen. I wish I actually would have used a brush for my crosses, little X's, but I didn't. So, but yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this look, and I hope to see y'all again. Okay, so I'm going to start by priming my face. I am going to be using 3 different primers today. For this look, I'm going to be using the One Heck of a Blot, the Smashbox, and I'm going to be using what I have left of the Estee Lauder Matte Perfecting Primer. So I'm just going to take a tiny tad of this. This is Estee Lauder. So I'm going to take the One Heck of a Blot. And this is by Soap and Glory. I'm going to mix those 2 together. See? And I'm going to apply those on my face. And now I'm going to go with the Smashbox. I always use it right here, this area. Alright, now that we have our primer on, and everything should be good to go, I'm going to take my Morphe little flat top brush, and I have my little coaster thing that I use for my foundation, so I'm going to go in with that. And I'm using 3 different kinds, well actually 2 different kinds of foundations. I'm using the Sonia Kashuk foundation this morning, and I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I was trying to make a lighter, foundation for me because this is supposed to be like a lighter look. You're not supposed to be tan and bronze. You're supposed to be kind of pale like a scarecrow. So I was trying to get that in there. Yeah. So I'm going to take a little bit more foundation because I don't feel like we have enough on some parts of our face. I tried to make a lot, but... And I recently just started doing this on the little glass palette because you don't really waste as much product, and then you have extra in case you need to go use it somewhere else. So it's nice to have. Alright, so now that we have blended everything out, even though I have wet a beauty blender and I forgot to use it, which I guess we could use it for our concealer in a bit. Okay. So now I'm going to take my concealer, and this is the Master Conceal Concealer from Maybelline. And I'm just going to put some under my eye. Get it right up there. Alright, I'm going to take my little Equate Walmart Beauty Blender and just blend this out. Alright, I'm going to take the damp sponge all over my face just to try and pick up any extra product that we might have on our face. Okay. And next up, what we're going to do is we're going to take the Wet n Wild Eyeshadow Photo Focus Primer. And I'm just going to take a little drop of that and put that on my palette too. Just a little bit. on there. And put it on our eyes. And we're going to get ready to do our little eyeshadow look. And this is just kind of a orange smoky look that she has going on. I'm just going to take this Urban Decay brush here. And I'm going to take this Airspun powder. I'm just going to take a little bit and set that eyeshadow primer. But first I'm going to go over it with my Beauty Blender to dampen and just get any excess that might be on it. Okay, now I'm going to take this Airspun powder on my little Urban Decay brush that came with the palettes, and I'm just putting this Airspun powder down for a nice base, so all the other colors will blend nicely. I'm going to use the Jaclyn Hill palette, which I love using, and I'm going to take, she doesn't really have an orange shade. I mean, she does, but she doesn't have the orange that I need. But anyway, I'm just going to take the color Creamsicle. So I'm going to go in with this, and I'm just going to take a Sigma E40. I'm going to put this in as my transition. Okay, let me flip this mirror around so I can see what I'm doing. Because you really want this orange to pop. And you'll see why in a minute. So you can take it up kind of high. There we go. And do the same on the other side. I don't know if you can see the other side because I'm kind of... Alright, so now that we have this down, I'm going to go in with a deeper orange color in just a second. She doesn't have an orange color that's deeper, so I think we're done with this until we go back under later and, you know, do the bottom lash line. But we're done with that. Also, I have the Galaxy Chick palette here, and this is from BH Cosmetics. Beautiful, beautiful palette. We're going to take Mars. It's a very, very orange. Alright, so before my camera cut off, we're going to go in with that shade Mars, and we're just going to use the same brush, and we're going to put it kind of underneath it just to bring out and make it pop more. See how it's doing? So pretty. It's a whole lot brighter than this shade over here. Oh, so pretty. We're going to do the same with the other eye. And we're just going to build it up. We're going to bring it all the way in. So like a pumpkin eye. Okay, so after we've done this and we've, you know, kind of smoked it out on the side as much as we want, we're going to go in and add a little shimmer to it because we don't want it to be all orange on there. And actually what I'm going to do is, since we have this palette, I'm just going to go and take Mars, which is right here, and I'm going to add a little definition to the outer corner of the eye. So we're just going to add a little bit of brown to the outer corner. This is a shimmer brown. You know, it's not meant to be matte or anything. I'm just adding a little bit of something to the outer corner. Don't take it up too high though, because if you take it up too high, to kind of, you know, erase that other orange that we have going on. Alright, so on the inner crease right here, that what I want to do is I actually want to take a very pretty, like, bright color to, like, just brighten it up. So we're going to go in here, we're going to take Saturn and we're going to take Sun. We're going to mix those two together. This is like a light yellow and this is like a gold. So we're going to mix these two together. I'm just going to pat them in there. There we go. Okay, so you should have something like that. And we're going to go back in with this Venus color. And we're just going to blend everything up and out. If you want to blend it into this color that we just did, you can do that too. So, you know, it can be as messy as you want it. Alright. So, since eyebrows really aren't that important for this, I'm going to do those off camera and I will be right back. And I'm also going to do my mascara off camera. I'm just going to be using the Maybelline Lash Sensation mascara, and I'm going to be using the what is it called? Benefit Cabral. Yeah, I'm just going to be using that. So I will be right back and we'll continue with the actual face paint. Okay, so now that I've done my eyebrows and my eyelashes, I'm going to go back into this palette here, the BH Cosmetics one, and I'm going to pick up Venus, and I'm going to pick up some of Sun, mix these two together, and I'm just going to smoke out the lower lash line. For the eyes, I believe, other than the liner, I'll take my Rimmel black liner. And this is in the color Jet Black. Yeah. So I'm just gonna do this real quick. I don't know if you can see or not, but okay. Now, for her top lip, she did take it, and I think I need to take some foundation, because her top lip has no lip color on it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and let it sit for a little bit, and then we'll move on to the nose and the blush part. So I'm just going to take this Beauty Blender and put on some foundation on my top lip. And I think I'm also going to go in with some concealer. So go on with that and try to make it less noticeable. But actually just blend everywhere, this concealer that I have extra. Okay, now we're going to do the nose part, and the nose part is like there's a little bit of orange and then a black stitching. So, I'm trying to figure out if I want to do the black stitching first or if I want to do the orange part. I think we're going to do the orange part first and then go around it. I'm going to be taking the NYX eyeshadow base, and this is one in white. I'm going to take a flat brush. This is just a flat BH Cosmetics brush that I have. And you want it kind of like in a drop, like a teardrop. So I'm going to start off here. So I'm just going to take my mirror that I have here and put it down here so y'all will be able to see. Teardrop effect. Your nose. There we go. Okay, and I really want this white because I want it to be able to hold the orange when we do it. Okay, so that's what your nose should look like right now. As of right now, your nose should be completely white. And I think that's about the shape that I wanted. Yeah, okay. Now we're going to go back into this Galaxy Chick palette that we've been using. And we're going to take that orange shade once again, Venus. Really going to load up the brush this time. And we're going to pat it on our nose where we have the white. See? Actually, just going to use the mirror that's in here. And it's okay if you go outside of the line of the white because we're going to be using the black liner around it, so it really doesn't matter. Okay. And since I want it a little bit more orangey, I also have the BH Cosmetics 6th edition eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to go in there and I'm going to get out this orange color out there also. Choose whatever orange you have available. That's pretty much what I'm doing. So if you don't have the orange like I have, just use whatever you have. Sure to work pretty. So I'm just going to take these two oranges in this palette right here and mix them together. And I'm going to go in, make it a little bit more orangey. See, I like this color. I like the other color, but this color here is just really the orange that I want. So, okay, let's see. Okay, so once your nose is done, I think our nose is done now, you can move on. If you want to add, I'm just going to take a blush brush and go dip in some of this orange and add it to my cheeks to make it the way she has it. So I'm going to do this really quick and then we'll move on to outlining our, so I'm just going to take it right in here, just like that, just like a ball. It's kind of pretty much what she has. If you want to make it stronger in the center, you can, and then buff it out. Okay, so we're done with the cheeks, and I think we're done with the orange color now. So we're going to go into the liner. I'm going to try using a pen for this, and I'm probably going to switch into my paint pot in a second, but I'm going to use a pen first. So I'm going to take a pen, and this is just the Jordana Fabulous liquid eyeliner. I got this from Walgreens. So I'm going to take my mirror. Actually, I'm going to flip it, use it this way. And I'm just going to outline what I just did here. You're going to use whatever eyeliner you want. You don't have to use this eyeliner. You can use, you don't even have to use a pen. You can use whatever you want. Like if you want to use the little pot, you can use a little pot like this and a brush, if that's what you want to do. So use whatever you want to use. Okay. So she kind of did have it open at the bottom. So I'm gonna leave mine open also. Okay, and then next up she just has some little crosses, some like little stitch marks in it. So I'm going to take my little thing and go very, very lightly and do like this. I'm going to try to show you. Just like that. Throughout. And I'm just going to draw a complete line across. Just like that. There we go. That's a little thick, but it'll be okay. Sometimes things happen, so that's fine. like the way that this is doing this side of my nose. I'm gonna try and work with it and see what I could do. Okay, so I'm gonna try and fix this side of my nose because little thingies aren't going on like they did on the other side for some reason. I guess it's because it's a weird angle. There we go. Okay, so the stitching's a little bit bigger on that side than it is on this side, so I guess I can just go back in. And make it a little bigger, so it really doesn't matter. However, you know, just as long as you can tell that her nose is opened up a little bit. Okay, so this is the fun part. We're gonna go in with this right here. This is the Maybelline Eye Studio, and I'm gonna take, which brush do I want to take? Okay, so I'm going to take this little BH Cosmetics brush, and this is kind of like an angled brush, and you want to figure out where you want her little cheek thingies to start. So I'm just going to go with this pen right here that we've been using, and I'm going to draw a line, and then we're going to go in and kind of detail it out a little bit. So I'm going to go about right here on my jaw, and kind of connect it to my inner of my mouth. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side and go right about here. There we go. So now that we have this, we will go into the darker black, and we'll go add our little X's in just a second. We're going to go into the black. We're going to put this on our lip. So we're going to load up our brush. And we're really going to outline the bottom of our lip. Okay, so this is what you should look like, your mouth. Alright, I'm going to close up this because I'm going to do the rest of it with that pen that I've been using. And we're going to go in and add some little X's. So at the beginning, she kind of has a couple X's like right here. So I'm going to go in and put an X like that. There. So you're just going to add a little X there. And then we'll add a little X here. Like that. And honestly, you can add your X's wherever you want to. So I'm going to add another little X over here. at the beginning of this one. I'm trying to show you, be able to show y'all, but I also want to make it right. So just add X there, and then go about right here, and add another one, and then right here in the corner. Where your lip meets, you would add another one. And then you can go like kind of, since we did put our concealer down at the top of our lip, you can add one like kind of right here. And then you can add one right here. And then kind of add the line to the bottom. And then add a line here. And here. You can't clean it up with concealer because that's probably what I'm going to have to do, because some of these lines are just like, not really how I wanted them, but I'm going to take some concealer, just a little bit, and I'm going to take a little definer brush like this, and I'm going to fix my issues, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I've fixed my little mistakes that I had, I actually went in and kind of, you know, cleaned up the little mess that I had where they were kind of thicker than I wanted them. But anyway, I am pretty much satisfied with how this looks. You know, this is my first time doing a video like this with this. But I really like this one. I'm happy with the way it turned out. You know, it looks good. So I hope this helped whoever, you know, might want to do this and be a little scarecrow lady. I'm not sure what I'm going to be for Halloween this year, but leave some suggestions in the comments below and let me know what you might want to see me do next. I have a couple ideas. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye, guys.